Okay. Hey guys! Nicole!
Oh, go for it, go for it. You got this, I'll just sit back.
Hey guys! Welcome back to our YouTube channel! I'm trying, it's hard.
Okay.
Hey guys!
Okay. Alright, if you're new to the channel, because sometimes we don't always do introductions, we kind of just get into it. So if you are new to the channel, my name is Corey.
My name is Raquel.
My wife's name is Raquel. She's a Filipina. She's originally from the Philippines. I flew over, met her. Long story short, we got married. She came with me to the U.S. for a couple of years. We moved over here, and now we've been here for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
That's our rooster, because we live in the Philippines, so... Yeah.
And the sounds like the bugs.
Yes. Yes, the insects that are making the mating calls, which she said it was not attractive, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't have to mate with the insects, so that's all right.
I don't know. Okay.
So, yeah, today's video, we wanted to discuss things we had to adapt to or adjust to moving to the Philippines, because I get these questions all the time. And when I say that, I get these questions at least 5 times a day, whether it's in the comments or it's in an email or Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger, and it's always the same comments. But when they ask it, unfortunately, it's not just a simple answer where I would tell them I would have to like write them out a book. So I figured we would just make a video on discussing the main things we had to adapt to moving here, as opposed to trying to email it every day, which is fine. I'm still going to help everyone, but
yeah,
it's time consuming.
For you, like I was telling you, you don't have to, but you enjoy it, so sure.
Yeah, no, I like to help people out, but obviously when it's the same question about, like, let's say temperature or driving or food, and I'll answer it every day, but some of the people have 3, 4, 5 questions on adapting to here, then I'm writing out an extensive email as opposed to just talking about it, which would be easier. What? They already...
The stuff, the noise.
Oh, the insects.
Yeah, they
so they got lucky. Can they see the chicken in the frame? Can move out of the way a little.
Oh, he's still,
Whoa.
no.
Relax.
He doesn't
it's a
have
chicken.
any...
They live here.
No, he's still young, honey. No, still innocent and trying to figure out his body changes, nature.
Yeah, I don't think that's what's going through his head. He's trying to figure out his body changes. Okay.
Yeah, because he's like teenager rooster.
A teenage rooster. Okay, well, maybe he doesn't identify as a rooster. Maybe he decides to be a chick.
Yeah.
You never know nowadays. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you reading your list? Because I thought we were reading this list.
Yeah, you're reading yours.
Okay, so I made a list and left every other one blank, and then she filled in the blank. However, she's going to get sidetracked, which is why I do this in order, so she doesn't take off in another direction. Okay. First thing you have to adapt to when you're living in the Philippines is the driving. Number one thing I get asked regarding adapting to this. And here's my opinion on adapting to it. You don't. It will never happen. Okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. You get in your car, you pray to whatever God you believe in, you put on a helmet, and you hope for the best. It's not as simple as you just adapt to it tomorrow and you'll be accustomed to it and used to it. It's a challenge every time you leave the house.
Yeah, for that I don't drive, but as with him, well, driving, it's really like I can feel your frustration sometimes. Like the motorbike, that's usually the problem, or the other.
Or the white vans.
The white vans, yeah. Well, for me, I think they're just like trying to overtake.
Yes, no, she's right. They're in a hurry, and we're in less of a hurry. However, there will be oncoming traffic, a bus, a truck, an 18-wheeler, and they will try to fly around you and cut you off and barely make it. Or they'll just get behind you and put on their high beams. Or, you know, those things actually don't bother me too much, but what you have to try and relax with and get used to is people having no brake lights, having no running lights, having no headlights at all, and then they will pull right out in front of you. And I mean, we're driving down the road and the schooners just come right out, and you know, you have to be cautious and constantly worry. So it's not it doesn't bother me like I get angry. I guess I did at first, but now I just I want to be cautious because I don't want to hit someone. And especially a lot of times we'll see the driver and there's no way they're of age. So it'll be
Yeah.
4 younger kids on a scooter. Yeah, 4 kids, for example, with maybe a pig or a goat or some chickens attached to the scooter, and they just pull right out in front of you. They won't look because it's rare to have a driver's license over here. So they just
Yeah, actually
learn
that's
from
the
experience and then
problem, because most are not doesn't have a license, no seminar, so they don't actually understand what's
The
the
rules.
importance and rules. Even I don't drive, but yeah, that's just my opinion about it. But yeah, it's a lot of doesn't have license, and
yeah, I mean it's
they're not
very
educated.
rare over here. I mean, I've talked to the police about, tickets and their standpoint on that and speeding and no blinkers, and they just looked at me and said that they had bigger problems. They didn't have ticket books and they've never written one. So unfortunately, it's just one of those things. You don't necessarily adapt to it. You just get in your car and realize you can't get stressed over it. Just drive cautious and be careful so that you're not hurting someone else that's not paying attention, because it probably won't be you. It'll be the random person pulling out in front of you, or we're driving at night and then all of a sudden I realize that there's someone like right in front of me because he has no headlights, no running lights or anything, and then all of a sudden you realize there's a scooter there and he's waving, just going along.
Yeah. So in short, like, just drive, not fast. So because if you're very fast, of course, and then it's too late to
Right.
stop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound negative, but I've seen more fatal accidents in the 2 years being here in the Philippines than I have my whole life in the U.S. I mean, we've seen a lot of scooter accidents on the side of the road, and it would be bad. So we don't drive a scooter, we drive a car, we feel safe. We don't drive reckless, but you just have to be cautious for all those people around you. To
Yes.
answer that question, it's not something you really adapt to. You
Just be more cautious in driving.
just learn to be cautious and
alert left and right.
not get stressed out about
Back.
what's going on around you, because you won't see blinkers. When I do see them, which is very rare, I'm like, wow, that guy has his blinker on. But then he'll keep it on for a half an hour because he just doesn't know that it's even on. He doesn't even know how to use it. Oh, next one. Just like,
Filipino time. Yay!
yes, Filipino time.
Yes, that's you have to. I adjust.
Ye- Yes, no, you're right. This is something that she has adjusted to along with myself. But for those that have not been here, or you're not married to a Filipina, what I call Filipino time is adding 2.5 hours to everything they tell you.
What? No.
What? I don't mean
30.
you, because no. For you, we've been married for years. So
5 minutes.
when I tell her 2 o'clock, I
I'm ready.
usually actually mean in my head like 2:15 or 2:30, but I'm giving her a little extra time.
Yeah, because I'm a woman. I have to this and this, like that. Man,
right.
just that. No more.
Just wake up pretty.
Yeah, but woman is like, I have to fix everything and I have a lot in my mind.
Filipinos in general,
Yeah,
where
sure.
they're very relaxed. So the
Yeah.
culture over here, when we're going to meet people at 4 o'clock, for example, don't expect them to show up until 6:30.
No rushing. Take your
No,
time.
they'll just come in very relaxed. So you have to adjust and adapt to that, because back in the West, we would take that offensively and
Yeah.
it would bother us. But over here, you have to just understand it's time to them. They're just relaxed and going about their day, and they'll be there. But do not expect them to be on time. I would be shocked if that ever happened within,
Really?
yeah, not you, but I mean other Filipinos. We were going to meet her family somewhere for lunch or dinner. No, it was lunch. So I looked at her sister and she said, we'll be there at 2 o'clock. And I said, okay, so I should leave my house at 4:30. And she goes, that makes sense. And I said, okay. So completely honest about it. But
I think we got distraction. I don't know. We're invited. You're inviting, so it's like, take your time. Just invite you. Then you showed up. Then, I don't know. I will try to understand that. I will write down why. I will write my feelings and my observation about myself. Why I'm late again. Yeah. Yeah,
But-
I like to reflect and try to.
yeah,
understand.
main point being is, do not get offended by it. Learn to relax with it.
Yeah.
It's not that they're trying to be offensive or
No.
rude or disrespectful. It's just Filipino time. This, oh, I love this. This is good.
What's karako?
Karaoke.
Don't delete, don't edit that, huh? It's fine. It's cute.
Okay, my wife was correct. I actually put down an O instead of an E.
Oh, I forgot about karaoke.
Okay, so karaoke. That's something you have to adjust to and understand and adapt with in the Philippines because it is everywhere. Karaoke.
Yeah, we express. We sing loud. Even our voices is not good. We're just happy too.
Yeah, I do have to say Filipinos are such friendly and happy people that even when we're at a family function, I would never insult anyone, of course, but they'll be up there singing and I'm like, wow, they're horrible. And everyone's like, yeah, woo! And the guy will be up there like having a blast, and everyone's cheering him on.
Because like he's enjoying his moment.
No,
like,
you're absolutely right.
It's good when you express it, like that's the only way you can express, not yelling, because yelling feels too good. But when we sing out loud, even it's not nice voice, we feel good about it, and our hearts like.
Yeah, it's not actually a good thing to be judging him or insulting him because he's not good. I'm happy for him. I'm jealous because back in the West, people would be very judgmental. Where over here, they realize they're just having a good time. So
yeah, we're having.
I do have to say though, it's the only thing going on record. Only thing I've been lied to in the Philippines from my wife is karaoke. Let me finish before you jump in. She came to me one day and said, honey, when we have family functions and holidays, we should have a karaoke machine for that. And I said, just for family functions and holidays? She said, yes. Oh no. That karaoke machine is playing 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, 32 days a month, all the time. All the time. And I'll shut it off and she'll keep singing. And then I'll ask her, honey, do you know the words? Because I won't understand what she's singing. Nope, I just make them up as I go. I'm like, okay. And she'll just keep singing. She's just making up the words.
I feel alive with music. Like, I feel like it's my distraction of thinking about anything. And then I just sing even if the lyrics is not. I just express it and I'm happy. I feel alive. I get excited and...
Yeah, no, it's a good thing, honey. It doesn't bother me.
Like the bad spirits go away.
But yes, karaoke, you do have to adjust to it because it's not going anywhere. Okay, this is a good one because I get asked this question.
What? Oh, temperature.
Temperature, yes. Okay, I get this question asked a lot, almost daily. People will ask me how I adapted to the temperature. Obviously for her, adapting to the Philippines temperature was very easy. Every time I'm asked about how I adapted to the temperature, I'll ask them the same question. Do you sleep in an air-conditioned room? And they're like, well, of course. I said, okay, so walk me through your day. And then the foreigner will typically tell me his house is aircon, central air, AC in multiple rooms. He'll have his breakfast or his coffee. He'll go out to lunch, and I'll say, when you drove there, were you walking? Well, no, I was in my air-conditioned car. I'm like, okay, where'd you go? Well, I went to the mall, a movie theater, a Robinson's, or a Western-style restaurant. I said, okay, so all those things are air-conditioned as well. And they're like, well, yeah. I said, okay, and then you went back home in your air-conditioned car inside of your air-conditioned house. So the point being is that the people that have a problem adapting to the temperature is because they're not in the temperature. And when I say that, if you look up acclimation, your body will adapt to the temperature around you within 1 to 2 months. But you have to actually be in that environment. If you're only outside for 2 hours a day, you're not going to adapt to this temperature. But my point being is I've talked to a few guys about, quite a few guys at this point, and I told them, run the AC when you sleep at night, but that's a third of your day. So if you're not running the AC in your house the rest of the time or you're outside more often, you're going to adapt to the temperature very easily. But if you're always in a 70-degree environment or 68-degree air-conditioned environment, anytime you go outside and it's 85 or 90, you're going to be hot. That's just the fact. But we don't ever run air-conditioned downstairs. We run it on in the bedroom at night, and it's not even very low. And we walk in now and we're cold because we've acclimated and adjusted to the temperature because I'm in it all the time. Yeah. If you're not in the temperature, your body's not going to adapt to it.
Yeah.
And for you, you agreed where you have to adapt to the temperature being with a foreigner because you're cold.
Yeah, so we're going to the AC. Oh yeah, the AC. Yeah, always.
For the bedroom, it's not on very low, and out of the 5 settings, it's only on 3. But she walks in and she's freezing.
Yeah, like I get my bumps and then my skin it goes to my bone and it's cold.
Yes, we will lay
And
down
it
to
is,
watch a
it's
movie at
more-
night on the couch. If the fan is even on, then she's cuddling right up to me like, I need the warmth. Like the temperature, like she's actually like legitimately cold. And I'll check my phone. I'm like, yeah, it's 81 degrees. You could die.
I don't know. My skin reacts. I don't know.
I
My
know,
brain
it's just cute.
release that chemical. My skin, right? When you're cold, your brain.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So.
yeah, I mean, we're not running air conditioning on downstairs, and if we watch a movie, she'll want to snuggle for warmth, and I'm thinking it's hot. But yeah, you'll have to adapt to the temperature, but again, you will adapt to it if you're in the temperature. If you hide in your house, in your air-conditioned vehicle, in an air-conditioned restaurant or mall or movie theater, that's the atmosphere your body's going to adjust to. You have to go outside or stop running the aircon and leave the windows open. You
Yeah.
will adapt to it.
Yeah, you will adapt. Your skin will adapt to it, so you have to be used to it, not avoid it, because Philippines will never get cold.
Right, Philippines
you
is
have-
right. The environment and temperature here is not going to change, so complaining about it isn't
change.
going to help. I get this question asked daily that they just can't adjust to it, but they always, every single person admits that they're inside in the aircon all day or in their vehicle, and then they're not adapting when they walk outside. But if you're in the air condition 22 hours out of the day, your body's not going to adapt to the other two. That doesn't make any sense.
Drink more water.
Had a lot of chicks.
I know you love chicks. Okay.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
we got chicks everywhere.
Yeah, they want to be part of the vlog.
All right, I'm going to switch cameras for a minute, but I'll keep the audio on that one because there is chickens everywhere. You live in the Philippines? Okay,
Food.
I get asked this question a lot. How did you adapt to the food? For me, I found it relatively easy because I was a health nut back in the States. So for me, I was eating things like rice, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, and lean meat sources already. I
Yeah,
didn't eat processed food very,
Fresh.
very rarely. So it was a pretty easy adjustment. Some of the things that I would need to adjust to a little bit more because they eat a lot of pork over here, for example, or a lot of fried food, which I don't eat. So that's something that I had to adjust to.
Yeah, I'm adjusting. I eat less rice and a lot of meat and vegetables. Although I eat that before, it's just more on that and less rice. Like I'm not full when
Her being
It's
a Filipina and me
hard.
being a Westerner, we eat a lot less carbohydrates, or the healthy Westerners. Where over here, she will eat the same amount of rice as me, and I weigh 2.5 times her weight, or she'll eat more rice than I will, and then I'll have a big pile of meat, and she'll have like a little bit. So she's been adapting to eating more vegetables and more healthy protein, and a little bit less rice. But
yeah. Yeah, the thing is, it takes more to digest since from soft to hard, meat are hard to digest. So it's like it's also my stomach also adjusting, my intestines.
yeah,
It's true though. It takes. I don't know how many how long I feel full because I eat more meat.
okay, so we have communication down, and I get asked this question, but it's always phrased differently with whether it's the language or different phrases. When you're living in a different country and you're communicating with someone that grew up speaking a different language, a lot of times there'll be a misunderstanding, and then we end up laughing about it because our words could mean something slightly different to us.
Yeah.
And I'll give you guys a really basic example. This isn't something that we do now, or we do jokingly, but I'll say, I love you, and she'll say, I loved you too. And then I'll kind of laugh. But at first, I'm like, what do you mean you loved? But they don't have loved in their language. So they're using love or loving or loved as the same word.
We don't have a past tense really like lots
Yeah, that's
like
that's what I
words.
should have, the way I should have phrased it, where they don't have a past tense. So can the chicks go in the house?
No. Hey. There's no food there. So communication and phrases, maybe like you explain something. I said, huh? Then it takes you for to explain it. It takes you more words so I can get it. Like I don't want to misunderstand until.
Right. So we'll make sure to. I'll be confused sometimes, or she'll be confused. So then I'll make sure to ask and say, how? What do you mean by that? Or can you elaborate or explain it more? And she'll say the same to me, and then we'll end up laughing and understanding each other. But at first, I'm scratching my head, thinking, what do you mean? You want to have dinner in the pool? You mean by the pool, or near the pool, or inside the pool? So
I'll work on my adjectives.
no, it's all right. It's cute. It's just something that you want to make sure not to get frustrated by or even offended by, because it's
Yeah, it's confusing sometimes. It makes it more to a lot of explanation. But sometimes, sometimes when I already known how to talk English, what's more those women that not really. So like you said,
Yeah.
just yes, yes, then yes. It's hard, it's even hard to make jokes if you don't really understand the phrases. Like for you, you're joking. For me, what? And you said, "Oh, you're joking. Oh, you're joking."
yeah.
I didn't know you're
I guess I should have wrote down sarcasm being one of them, because they're typically not sarcastic like that. So I will make something a joke or something sarcastic, and they won't get that. So my wife or her family will be like, "Really?" And I'm like, "No, I'm joking. Like that's not."
I
not
wouldn't
being
know.
serious.
You have to say you're joking, then we will laugh about it because we didn't know it's a joke. So it's funny.
Adapting to the communication, or just communicating, because it's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But the more you do it, the more you'll understand each other and understand that neither one of you are trying to offend each other. So you're just trying to communicate
Yeah.
and understand the words better. I guess I should have, not sure how to even phrase this, but I think everyone knows what I mean. Oh yeah.
Why you are adjusting lizard? I thought you loved lizards.
The lizards, yes, the lizards, they don't bother me.
Oh, why you're adjusting it?
It's not something that I have to adjust to, but people ask me constantly, how did you adapt to the animals all around you? And when I say that, when you're in the Philippines, random cats are everywhere. Random dogs are everywhere. Chickens, all over the place. There's more chickens than Filipinos. Probably 100 chickens for every Filipino. And lizards. If lizards bother you, this isn't the place for you. They don't bother me.
Oh, last time. Remember last
Oh,
time
yeah,
someone
no.
pooped in this. It's been a year since we had the cost of living in the Philippines, and then someone.
Yeah, it was probably close to a year ago, and he pooped on you. But anyways, there's lizards all over the place. Inside the bathroom, all over the wall the house, inside the gym. They don't bother me. I think they're funny. They're actually good pest control because they eat all the mosquitoes. But yes, you will have to adjust and understand that
The lizard?
random dogs are going to run out in front of you, and stray cats, because they're not neutering and spaying them. That's very rare.
Very expensive in spaying here. The veterinarian.
Yeah, we've taken all of our animals in, except for Furball. He's the only one left, but he's still young, so we haven't had an issue. But point being is we've taken all ours in, and at this point we've even taken in some of the neighbors' cats because they don't fix their males. And they're coming over here and being really aggressive, so we set up a cat cage and we would trap them, and then we bring them into the vet, and then I'm just having them dealt with, and then I bring them back, and then they're calm and they're not attacking our cats, and which back in the US people would freak out if you took their cat and did that, but our neighbors aren't going to complain. They're just not going to spend the money to deal with it. I've never been to a resort that I can think of, and we travel a lot. Since 2016, we've gone everywhere. I can't think of a resort where I didn't find random dogs walking around, or chickens, and definitely lizards. So
Yeah.
you got to learn to adapt to those things. They don't bother me at all anymore. I'm very accustomed to it.
They're just trying to leave. Oh yeah, by the way, the chicken.
No, honey, we don't need you to cry on camera. She had a chicken that passed away. I had to comfort her. It's okay. He's in a better place. He's in chicken heaven. If he was a good chicken. Okay, honey, don't cry on video. It's okay. Adapting to a Filipina should be a whole nother video. Very sensitive, but that's because they're very caring.
Sorry, guys.
No, I won't. I won't put this in the video. I don't want you uncomfortable.
No, it's fine, honey.
You're
It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, it's not I'm crying because of us. I'm crying because of the animals. It's fine. It's not all about love, life. So it's being sad is also part of life, and we're here in. So even the happiest people, they also get sad. That just put it there, honey. It's fine to me.
Anyways, those are the top things that we had to adapt to moving here, and most of them you can adapt to relatively easy, in my opinion, if you actually deal with it and you want to adapt to the environment. And some of the things like the driving,
Yeah.
be cautious
Attentive.
and realize that most of the drivers around you are not driving the safest vehicles, and they don't necessarily know how to drive correctly. So just be prepared for that and be understanding when you leave the house instead of complaining about it, because it's not going to help. I mean,
Be patient. That's the most important.
yeah, the people that some of the guys that I talk to are like really complaining and upset about these things, and the Philippines isn't going to change for the handful of foreigners that come into the country. So you have to learn to adapt to these things and understand them, and then most of them you don't even notice, and they're just part of your life. You don't even notice them anymore. And then the one or two you do constantly notice, you learn to adapt with it, because the country is not going to change. I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't like karaoke, Filipinos are not going to stop singing for you. I hate to say it. The people writing to me complaining about the temperature, that's the temperature here. It's not going to change. That's not how it works. You can adapt to it, or you could not move here. But complaining about it's not going to help. It's just going to make you grumpy at the end of the day.
Yeah, accept what's environment you have. Then if you're like be stressed of your neighbor or something like that, or there's people that you're not comfortable, then try to avoid them. We always have a choice. It's our life. It's our choice. So we're adult. Just accept whatever Philippines shows you.
Yep. Okay. Well, I hope the chicken part didn't make anyone sad. That wasn't our goal. Of course, she just cares.
Of course not.
She cares about the animals.
I
But
care of them.
we wanted to talk about the main things that you have to adapt to, and most of them I find pretty easy. I've been here for just about 2 years now at this point, and
And me.
yeah, you've been here for a while. But I mean, outside of just understanding the driving, I've adapted to everything
Food.
on the list. Yeah, I mean, I eat healthy. The temperature doesn't bother me at all. I wear a long sleeve a lot of the time. I'm fine with the list.
Just enjoy the Philippines and observe.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope we kept this interesting, even with the chicken surrounding us. The dog actually hasn't joined the video, but she's staring at us. And
Sorry about the fireworks. I think it's a fireworks. I'm not sure.
I don't know what it is. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope this helped everyone.
Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you don't bother about the chicken. It's just me, a human. I have a
big heart.
Big heart, and it's animals. I love animals, so I feel their pain. So I hate pain. I just don't like pain anymore. I just want to be happy and feel good. I want to share with people, not pain. No pain at all. Okay. What?
Okay, nothing at all.
Why?
No, nothing.
Do you like pain?
No, honey, I'm just saying goodbye and smiling.
Oh, okay. What?
Nothing. I'm not saying anything. I got nothing.
Okay, guys. Thank you, and
Thank you. And what?
Happy New Year.
It's
Because of the fireworks. It's
yeah,
like
I don't
a
know what the
fireworks.
neighbor's doing. But anyways, thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
And bye. See you next video.
Bye-bye.